What you think about the snow? What you think about it? Do it make you excited? TJ has seen snow for the last, this will be year number 5 because it has snowed since 2021. No, 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 no. Come on in. We gotta go change your socks. TJ, let's go change your socks on your feet. Come on. Let's go change your socks. This is what he's locked in on. Seeing cars race. So good morning, y'all. It is Saturday. I'm about to make some turkey sausage. I don't like to eat a lot of processed meat, so trying to make it from scratch. Now, a few months ago, I tried making ground beef sausage links from scratch, and they were pretty good. But when I had this turkey one yesterday morning, I was like, yep, that's what I like. Basically, what I'm using is Italian seasoning and steak seasoning. Steak seasoning has the most sausage taste to me. It has like that peppercorn type of flavor. So steak seasoning and Italian seasoning is what I'm using. Now I'm about to mix and form my patties. I did ground chicken sausages too. Ground chicken is so hard to gather. It's so hard to form it. Okay, I'm going to stop right here because this looks nasty. It looks like... Okay, he really getting into it now. Looking outside. And don't mind TJ, he just likes how different fabrics feels around his hands. He likes to wrap the fabric around his hand. You want the window open, TJ? Okay, so I know that these look like turkey burgers, but I wanted them to be large enough for the bagels. But these are it. So I'm about to go have breakfast with Terrence and then get myself together, but this is my sandwich. Okay, before I get myself together, I want to talk about this. So I just seen something that said when a girl falls back in love with the color pink, that she's healing. We got to talk about that. It's about 1 p.m. TJ is doing a lot of sneezing, a lot of sniffling, and he is beginning to have this sick look in his eyes. So I'm about to make a oil to rub all over his body, and I'm going to do a chest relief rub. basically like a homemade Vicks Vape Rub. So I'm going to show you all how I do it. It's super easy, super simple. You don't ever have to buy Vicks Vape Rub, whatever it's called. You don't even have to buy it once you see how easy it is to make this. The only thing, you do have to keep it in your refrigerator. But if you make it in a very small container, it won't take up much space. So I just have a pan of water boiling. That's it, just a pan of water boiling. I'm going to add this 4-ounce jar to the water. I'm using some coconut oil as my base. This will be my only base, as a matter of fact. Some people do beeswax and all of that, shea butter, but I'm just going to use coconut oil. It makes no sense to add different oils and butters, because the most important part is that we just have a base to carry our essential oil, which is once y'all see which essential oil I choose, but the essential oil is what carries the active ingredients we need to help with congestion. So I'm just adding this. I'm not measuring. Okay. So the reason I'm putting it in this like boiling water is because it's going to help it melt. You can put it in the microwave if you want to, but this is how I've always done my oils and stuff. I just do this. Some people use a double boiler. You can use it as well. But, you know, most people just try to make medicine at home for their family. We don't need all the fancy ingredients. Fancy tools. And we're just going to wait for this to melt down. Now, keep in mind, if you are adding a mason jar to this water, that it will leave some type of like a residue, like some type of water stain. So make sure you're using a jar where you don't mind it having a stain. Just breaking this down so it can melt faster. And I have my heat kind of like a little on low, but I started off with a boil with more high heat. Okay, so this is pretty much going to melt now. These last two pieces, they're going to melt. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my essential oils. I am going to be using peppermint and eucalyptus. I'm going to add about 8 to 10 drops a piece. That was my eucalyptus. Now I'm going to add my peppermint. Probably was more than 20 drops, but it's okay. We just know that we cannot apply this to very sensitive parts of the body. Like, you can't put this directly on your face, around your eye area. Avoid putting it on your hands. This can be used for the back, for the chest. You can put some around the belly button area and the soles of your feet. Now, the body oil that I'm making can be applied everywhere because we use less essential oil. You know, essential oil is very, very potent. So we don't want it to get in their eyes and stuff, especially for little bitty children. Okay, now we have our chest relief or congestion relief. I don't know what I should name it. I just be making it honey. But we have it made up. I'm going to let it cool just for a little bit, and then I'm going to store it in the refrigerator. Okay, so for this one, hold on, let me get you guys set up. All right, I'm going to use hemp seed oil. Now, I already have a little bit left in here, but I'm just going to top it off. So we have some hemp seed oil. You can use whatever carrier oil you want, sweet almond oil, walnut oil, olive oil, whatever you choose. You can use whatever oil you want. Now, the way I make this is basically an oil and dried herbs. You can use fresh herbs as well, but make sure that there is no water present. I have a bit of fresh rosemary left, so I'm going to add it to this. I am going to always add clove. When I'm making any type of healing medicine, healing balm, I'm gonna always use clove because we want to ban the sickness away. We want to get rid of it, and we want to get rid of it fast. So I'm going to always use clove. I'm also going to be using some white willow bark. White willow bark is really good for reducing inflammation. It's really, really good for relieving pain. It has very similar properties as Tylenol. So your acetaminophen, this is like the natural version of it. And I do have my water on very, very, very low. White willow bark has a really, really good properties when it comes to reducing inflammation and pain in the body. It's very similar to Tylenol. So usually how I would make this is that I will let this sit for a few weeks so that it can slowly release the medicinal properties from the herb, roots, bark, whatever I'm using, right? The reason I have it in this water is because I'm trying to release those properties faster. Okay, so this is like this is an infusion, like it's an infused herb, and I'm using heat to speed up the process. So very much like how I was showing y'all how to make a glycerite, a tincture. It's just oil based, and we use this for external reasons. But yeah, even though I might use this today, I'm still going to let all of the herbs sit in here and macerate over the weeks, and then I'll strain it. But honestly, I don't strain it. I just keep it in there. But straining it actually helps you to collect the oil better. So it's pretty much whatever you want to do. Excuse TJ in the back, child. He's stimming. This is like the hardest things for me to do sometimes, like talk about herbal medicine and give recipes and stuff while I'm filming, because I'm focused on everything else, trying to make sure I do it right while explaining. It's much easier for me to do voiceovers sometimes, but I mean, you just got to challenge yourself. But yep, there we go. So, gonna let this sit in this little hot water for a minute. All right. And you can rub this all over your body. Still avoid your eye area. But you can rub this wherever pain is. When you are making herbal medicine for your family, you don't have to have specific measurements. You need to trust yourself. If you can't trust yourself, then you just need to go to the store and just buy stuff so you can feel comfortable. But it's not hard at all. Just trust yourself. It's the same way when you are cooking food. People don't know how much they're sprinkling and adding into their food. It's the same thing with herbal medicine. People want specific measurements. The measurements are right inside of you. You just have to trust yourself. So if you are planning to make either one of these, you can't go wrong. Okay? You're putting intention behind making this medicine, and it's gonna work out. And it's okay to also use medication that you get from, the drugstores and stuff, from your pharmacy. It's okay. You can do both. Integrated medicine. This is the oil, and I'm just going to put it on my shelf. About to paint. It's supposed to look like this, but you can use your own colors. Like, you can mix and make your own colors. I do like the vibe of this picture. Like, I like the colors, so I might go with this. We'll see, honey. There was a post that said, when you fall back in love with the color pink, that means you are healing. That resonated with me so much because I always have liked the color pink. Different shades of pink. But I remember going through a phase trying to deny that I liked the color pink because I didn't want to seem soft. I didn't want to seem so girly. I was just trying so hard to be different and to cover up my femininity because, you know, I don't know if it's just where I'm from or just trauma, but I just didn't want to associate myself with the color pink. I feel like the color pink, when it comes to women, can be so cliche. At the time, these are my thoughts, you know, years ago. I always thought the thought of liking the color pink was very, very cliche. Every girl likes the color pink, so I just wanted to just be different. Of course, I'm sharing my older thoughts, yeah, like myself when I was younger, so don't judge me. But I just wanted to be different, and also I was covering up my femininity. I felt like associating myself with the color pink just means, ooh, I'm being real vulnerable, like weakness. So fast forward in like around 2023, I found myself realizing that dang, almost every accessory that I purchase is pink. Like phone cases, chargers, little gadgets, and notebooks. I'm always purchasing pink. And like my gym bag, when I joined kickboxing, the type of gloves that I picked out were pink. Everything, water bottles, I love pink. And around 2023, when I was going through some healing, I was like, oh my God, I like the color pink a lot. And it made me go deep, like, why did I stop allowing myself to like the color pink? I would always be like, you know, my favorite color is silver and gold, which I do like silver and gold, but I love pink. I love different shades of pink. So just seeing it post, it resonated with me because I think I tried so very hard to be hard and to be different. And it's like, it's okay if we all like the same things. You're still a different person. And just because you like something that society deemed as feminine, you know, the color pink, it doesn't mean that you're weak. Like I said, yeah, these were my younger thoughts, like 22 and all of that. I'm about to be 35, but that's what I used to think when in my 20s. And then I just went a long time without, you know, saying that my favorite color is pink because I wanted to be different. So I went from trying to be hard to trying to be different. So, and the thing is, my favorite color to wear, I love black and I love navy blue. But pink is not my favorite color, like, for everything. It's just what I gravitate towards when it comes to accessories. Like, I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but you have to trust the process. It's all gonna work out. I have to blend these colors together. That's how it's looking. It looks better in person. But you see how this one is more like the colors are like faded, like that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to like get some whites and smooth it on out. But I just wanted to show y'all how it's looking so far. This espresso color, I had to mix brown with black. When I just did the brown by itself, it was giving purple. This is supposed to be, I guess, Terrence's hand. And then the other hand is mine. So pretty. Hold on now. When you're making those paintbrush strokes, you gotta make sure you keep it in the same direction. But I'm just showing y'all again an update. The point is to just get the colors on there and then go back over it and blend it. When it comes to these like spaces right here that's closer to the line, you have to use the the brush that's more fine.
Oh, you was recording.
I wish I was, because that was funny. I have some white with it just a little blue to get like a very, very light blue. And I'm just going to streak it. Oh, you just gotta be careful because you don't know where you want to streak it. Hold on, it's too much. That's too much. Did y'all see that? It's too much. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is not blending good. Let me fix. Okay, I put too much paint on this small brush, so now I'm going over it with the big one. Just so I'm going over it again. Can y'all even see? And then I'm going to try to streak it again. I'm feeling like it's looking really blended already. Then I'm trying to figure out what color I want my nails. I'm usually a pink girl. I've been wearing red for about 4 months. Pink is usually my go-to. Matter of fact, I'm getting sick of this red. But that's another story. So let's see. Go. Oh, it looks so good, don't it? I did. Go hang it up with the rest of the pictures. This is my first painting of 2026. So I have to show y'all how the stuff we made earlier, the rub relief, how that looks. Let me fix y'all up. 1 second. So it looks exactly how the coconut oil looks when it's solidified. Before you use it, make sure you get out of the refrigerator because it's really hard. Give it a little time to just soften up a little bit. It shouldn't take long at all, but if you're in a hurry, you can, just put it in some hot water, like put the glass in hot water, and it'll be easy to scrape out. See, now it's not that easy to scrape, but it's okay because I'm getting it out in advance. But yep, that's it. Very easy to make, and you can just store it in your refrigerator. Good morning, good morning. I just got a burst of excitement, and I realized I got excited because I'm about to vlog. So, good morning, everybody. This Monday morning, I enjoyed my Sunday. As y'all know, it's snowing outside, and I cooked chili yesterday, and I cooked chili specifically for myself, and I cooked spaghetti for the rest of the family, and I did like some honey butter rolls. It was just a really good relaxing day. Spent a lot of time watching TV. Everybody just been playing their game. TJ has been playing around, and he ain't been giving us a hard time, so it's been a good snow day. Snow weekend. It's been great. Hope y'all have been safe. Hope y'all are warm, have everything that you need. So I noticed that I just been starting my vlogs. I don't have no type of introduction. I don't know what's wrong with me. But my name is Alexis. I am from Memphis. I'm a Taurus. I'm very bubbly, but I'm also reserved. So it depends on the energy of who I'm around and how comfortable I am. That depends on what you get. I like to have conversations about pretty much everything. I have a lot of interest. I'm really not good at introductions. So maybe I have to do a whole other video because I'm not good at introducing myself. I'm Lexus, and you will find out more about me as you hang around me, talk to me. I don't know. Yeah. So it's time to make a simmer pot. I don't have any cinnamon sticks, but that's okay. I do have some cinnamon powder. I love the smell of cinnamon. Love the smell of cinnamon. I'm also going to add this right here, this pumpkin pie spice. It has cinnamon also, but it also has ginger, nutmeg, and clove. I love the smell of clove too. Speaking of clove, let's go ahead and put it in there. I do have some apple and oranges cut. So put the apple in here. Smells like cinnamon apple. I might have put too much water. I don't know. Okay. Then we have some orange peel. This right here, I can already smell it. Already smells so really good. Did I put vanilla in here already? Because if not, we putting vanilla. No, I haven't put it in there. So vanilla, and I'm going to put almond extract. It's really about to feel like winter now. Cozy vibes. Little of the almond spilled on my fingers, and it smells so good. I'm going to be making body butter next week. I will include it in the vlog. I'm about to make me a breakfast sandwich using my Royal bagels. Royal bagels has 32 grams of fiber, has 9 grams of protein, and it's keto friendly. The bagels are huge. This is the cinnamon raisin, and I wish I was sponsored by them because I buy these bagels religiously. I buy a lot at a time, and I put them in the freezer. So this is my last one from this pack, but I have about, I think 4 more, 3 or 4. Turkey sausage. And I like to make these because I try my best to stay away from processed meats because they are group 1 carcinogen. To make these turkey sausages, all you have to do is use ground turkey and I like to use steak seasoning because it gives that sausage, flavor. Now, just because I am making my homemade sausages from scratch and I try to stay away from processed meats, it doesn't mean I don't have any in the house because I definitely have some deli slices of rotisserie chicken. But I try to keep it at a minimum. My goal is to completely leave it alone. When I first started back eating meat in 2023, I definitely stayed away from processed meats, but somehow I got into convenience. But yeah, so I feel like I got out of balance and I'm getting back into balance. So you all will see that. You all will see that. It's so easy to go down that slippery slope where you just, okay, I'm gonna just buy this little processed meat real quick. It don't take nothing but a minute to make some little chicken sausage, ground beef sausage from scratch. And I really need to look up a recipe. Because I wanted to have that real sausage taste. And I just use what I have. Every time I make this, I always use steak seasoning. I'm going to be using this coffee instead of my instant coffee. Girl, it smells so good. I have got to sprinkle some in my simmer pot. I don't mind the house smelling like coffee. Yeah, I'm adding some in here. It smells so good. Oh my Lord. What's wrong? Oh Lord, hold on. Only thing I wish I had some type of cream to go on. I gotta figure that little situation out. Like what would y'all suggest that I put on this to make it to like something creamy? What do y'all suggest? Yeah. You gonna add 3 cups?
I said I was gonna have 3.
You ain't gonna add 3 now.
Good job.
Did you have your coffee this morning?
Yeah, you know she had her. She said, did you have your coffee? She out.
Huh? Oh my God, my teenage son sucks.
All that, like, you just recording. Car be outside. I had to go out there. Yeah. Do that, I would have been there. Try to slip. What you can and what you can't do. Like what champ should do. I think it was division. I don't know. But he said they got another game. He thought they were done, but they got another game for against the city.
I'm about to find a TJ. Should have just worked out in the room, not the living room. But I'm about to do a quick little workout. I got the sauna hooked up. I'm about to get in this. I've been staying in the sauna for too long. And I'm noticing that if I stay in longer than 40 minutes, really 30 be pushing it, but my skin turns really, really, really red. So I think I'm going to try 25 minutes in the sauna. I think I've been overdoing it. Since I've last seen y'all, I took a shower after I got the sauna. I washed my hair. I did some gua sha, and now I'm in the kitchen about to cook. TJ is doing his thing, so you probably would never, I ain't gonna say never, but it probably would be rare when I cook that it looks so steady, because the kitchen just might as well be his bedroom. I'm going to make loaded smashed potatoes. That's what my auntie used to call them, smashed potatoes. Basically, we're going to do grilled chicken, bell pepper, jalapeno, onion. I probably put some broccoli on there, and let everybody do their own additional toppings like sour cream, cheese. My oldest son, Mario, and I are going to be baking this. So yeah, that's basically what I'm cooking. I'm gonna try not to complain. But I gotta be. I get really overstimulated when there is stuff everywhere. I get very, very overstimulated and just anxious, and it makes my mood bad. And that is what TJ is doing to me in this kitchen. Everything is out of place. As I'm cooking, it does not look aesthetic at all. It doesn't look calm and relaxing or anything, and it's hard for me to cook in this type of energy. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Everything is out of place. The blender, he just ate that. Toy, his goldfish just right there. Took his sock off, put it in the floor. It's just like he loves clutter. He loves clutter. And he needs to just do that in his room, because it being everywhere else, the living room, the kitchen, it makes my nerves bad as hell. But I'm not trying to create that vibe. I'm not trying to rub off on that. But I just had to vent for a minute. This is the chicken and the bell pepper and onion. I'm going to cut this and add it to the potatoes along with the other toppings. Now, I don't have sour cream. Terrence really likes sour cream, but I don't have any. I don't even have plain Greek yogurt, because they can also serve as sour cream. So I'm just gonna work with whatever I have in the house, like in the kitchen. Everybody see that you're a big boy. TJ. You're a big boy. You eating your chicken. Was that piece too chunky? That was too chunky? Okay, this piece was too big for him. TJ over there stealing chicken. Here they are. This is mine, no cheese. This is Terrence's, and this is Amarian's. TJ is going to be eating chicken. Okay, here we go. I did it with a side of spinach. This is Terrence's plate, and I added tomatoes. Terrence loves tomatoes, and we have some here that hasn't been used. So I was like, let me add some tomatoes to his potato. Okay, this is a better view. You can see it better. An even better view. Oh yeah, you can really get into it now. But Terrence and I are going to eat dinner. Of course, I'm making herbal mocktails. That's always. And we might find us a movie. Try to put TJ to bed early. But that's it for today, y'all.
You tell them.
He gone?
Yes, you.
Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow for real. I just wanted to try to record TJ hugging Terrence. It was so cute. But of course, when I pulled out my phone, TJ was on to the next thing. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all. So it's Tuesday night. I decided that I'm going to end the vlog here and start a new one. On the next vlog, you will see the turkey sausage recipe. So if you're interested, you'll have that. And you can do this with ground chicken, ground turkey, or ground beef, ground bison, whatever it is that you're into. So yeah, if you're interested in making your homemade breakfast sausages, I got you. I also want to end this by saying, as women who are mothers, make sure that you are putting yourself first. Yes, you heard me right. Put yourself first. Oftentimes, women get so caught up in motherhood and their job title. If you're a wife, you get so caught up into that, especially motherhood, that you forget about yourself. And you aren't able to show up as the best version of yourself if you aren't doing things throughout the day to care for yourself. Okay, so If you are all burnt out because you're giving your children everything and you're always doing for them, that's going to lead you to resentment. This is when people start yelling at their kids, getting more frustrated. It's because you don't have any balance. So make sure you're doing things throughout the day to pour into yourself. I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you have limited help. There are ways to pour into yourself. You can always find out ways to have at least 5-10 minutes throughout the day to yourself. If you feel like you can't do it, you need to have better boundaries when it comes to your children. I have been a mother since I was 16, and I'm glad that I learned this lesson years ago, because it's so easy to burn yourself out as a mother. I never had that problem as a wife. I feel like probably back in the day, people had their problem, like, doing all the cooking, the cleaning, the problem solving, taking care of the children solely. I don't have that problem, thank God. But I know that a lot of women have that problem when it comes to their children. You got to put those boundaries up. It's no way when you're taking a bath, your child should be coming up in there and asking you for juice. You need to tell them kids to leave you alone, get out your face, and so you can have your time to yourself. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be popping off. You're going to be cursing, getting upset and angry. But it's your fault. You can't get mad at nobody but you, because you don't have boundaries with your kids. And I really don't understand why people don't have boundaries when it comes to children that don't have special needs. I see posts all the time from people saying, I can't even use the bathroom in peace because of my kids. You need to do better. You need to do better. And I hope I'm talking to somebody, because it's a lot of women out here that's always giving to their children, and they have nothing left for themselves. So I hope during these slow days of snow, if you were affected by it, that you really took out time to do things for yourself throughout the day. And I also hope that you took out time to organize your drawers, clean your drawers, your closets, whatever it is, because that's a form of self-care too. You want me to tell you why? Because when you are organized, it puts you in a better mood. You're not rushing out over the place trying to find your stuff. If you got stuff to pack, you're not scrambling for it. You know exactly where everything is. And who wants to open up a drawer where there's a lot of clutter? So for me, that's something that I do at least once a week. I clean out my closet, organize my drawers. That's a form of self-care for me, because it makes my life easier. I like when things are organized. So I hope you are utilizing that time to rest and also make your life easier. I cannot wait until the day where my channel grows, where I build community, because one thing I love is comments. I love comments because it sparks conversation. I just love it. I have grown 2 social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram. And just like, the early days, it was just so fun. I remember people's names and faces, and I can look forward to their comments, and it just felt really good. So I cannot wait until the day that I get to the point where people are commenting. You'll get another upload from me on Sunday. I'm trying to find out the best posting schedule. So yes, I'm going to be starting a new vlog tomorrow. Hopefully that goes up Sunday. But I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. Until next time, peace.